video. Okay, and it says host is not here, so when that happens, and then I'm gonna do, it used to be my picture would just pop up. But see how it does?
Yeah, I don't know. Unless you have somehow your settings, you have your camera turned off. Let him start. Mute. Oh, there you go. Start video.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Start video. There you
Okay.
go.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. There's plenty of apple in here if you want to put that in your smoothie this morning. Something different.
Morning.
Here we are.
Yeah,
How's everybody at your house?
my house is doing fantastic. So all is well. Kids are hitting on all 8
Good
cylinders.
to have you on my TV.
That's good.
Life is good. And I'm having mimosas on Thursday night.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
Remind me of.
Yeah, one way. Did you drop it?
The problem is I can't, when I get up there. Don't get me involved.
Oh, hey, Lisa, what's going on over here?
Marley's having bagels.
And now that I've got my mimosa, the coffee maker works.
Make up that picture, or is that
That's
Steve?
Steve. Shane.
That's funny.
I think it's admirable that he's driving a school bus, but I don't know that I would, if it was me, I don't know that I'd be putting all over the world if that's what I'm doing unless I chose to be doing that. Like, that's what he did.
Kind of like, Tom Fawner's wife.
Yeah, but she's into it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They were just on.
Did y'all have a sleepover last night?
Judy, it looks like they're muted.
Okay. They have a sleepover last night, drink wine all night? I want to know why.
So this is, Lisa's trying out the whole small group hybrid thing.
Okay,
I think at some point Chris is going to try it as well, I think, at his office. So
gotcha.
I mean, I was, this is like a trial version. If it works, then maybe we can create 4 or 5 groups and do it like that.
Sure. We could probably do it on our smart TV.
Yeah, Matthew's back porch looks pretty good.
It's nice. And I'm looking at you on my smart TV as well.
There you go.
It's about time we got a smart Foster around here.
Apparently I'm connected twice somehow.
That's actually me, if you can hear me. We've been trying to figure this out. It's been ever since we launched Satellite Club. My computer logs on as the leader of our regular club.
Sounds like an easy transition.
Yeah, I have to change it every time. But I don't know why my audio is not working this morning, so I'll figure it out.
Apparently he's volunteering.
No. How's everyone?
Good.
Doing well.
Good morning.
Looks like you have a little pod going there, Lisa.
Yeah, she doesn't have audio. Lisa, wave if you can hear us.
What was that? What was that, guy?
Oh, okay. I said wave if you can hear us.
Well, I'm having,
We're having volume problems.
I can't get the volume come through on my TV. It's coming through my computer. This is a test.
You can pass around the AirPod.
That's it.
I'm not
One
sure.
at a time.
You know, I tested this the other night, but
Did the volume come through the other night?
it's technology.
Did the volume come through the other night?
Yeah, it was great, but
Mail-in ballots for everybody in that state. Does the Trump team have it?
Well, I don't know why.
we'll have to be very quiet. It's not likely. Okay.
I can mute you, Lisa. I don't know if I can unmute you. That's the problem.
It's on the source. It's not good.
I don't know.
So what the governor did on his own, ordered mail ballots to all 4.5 million registered voters in New Jersey. You can still vote by person if you want, but you have this paper ballot, this mail-in ballot in your hands, which you can put in the mail by the Sunday before election day. Can he do that on his own? In my opinion, he can't do it on his own. But I don't think the courts are going to rule that way. I think the courts are going to say this is a political dispute in New Jersey, and we'll let the voters or the legislature resolve it. Because the Supreme Court, the U.S. Supreme Court, in the past 6 months has steadfast.
Mark, we can hear your news coming through.
Yeah, Mark, why don't you mute your television or something? Come on, Mark.
No, I don't think it's me.
We'll find out who it was and take care of it.
We're unmuted.
We are now unmuted. Good morning, all.
Morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Chip, I muted you guys to see if I could mute and unmute you for ease, but apparently I can't unmute. I can only ask you to unmute.
Ah. Well, we'll try and be quiet. How about that?
Good luck.
Guys, anybody else trying the pod Zoom thing today, or is it just us?
I didn't hear from Chris Hampton. I'm not sure if he's going to try it or not. He and Chris Neal and a couple other people are going to try and do it at his office. But
Right. If we,
oh, there's Mr. Justice. Good to see him back.
To do that, obviously, this would work pretty good.
Yeah.
Lisa is not a techie person, so I'm really proud of myself that I could even get it on my TV.
I'm always proud of you, Lisa.
But there's some reason why the volume's not coming through the, you probably have a setting on your laptop. If there's a techie person, you can tell me what to do.
All right. Hey, Dale, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Doing fantastic, man.
Good. Already on.
Were there some wild coronas out there you're trying to protect from?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't blame me.
We got some wild mimosas and some coffee over there.
Well, I need some coffee.
There you go.
Because I thought I saw a tomato plant out there in her yard, and I know it must be in the neighbors or something.
Yeah, it,
Can't be in her yard.
it probably blew over from their seed
Well,
pod.
that's funny. Yeah, that's it.
It's mine. I'm Farmer Lisa.
I know you didn't make this.
I have to make.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning.
Where are y'all?
We're at Lisa's. We're
At
at
Lisa's. Oh,
a
wow.
Rotary Zoom pod meeting.
I like it.
It's a good idea.
It's a great idea. It's a fantastic idea.
Check them out. Yeah,
We got a clicker so we can keep unmuted. That'll work. I'll work on that.
I like
Little screen, we can do this.
I love coffee on the screen there, so.
Yeah. And I've got a
Okay.
special Zoom camera.
Do that for her a second.
Resolution camera.
I wonder if you can figure this out.
There's got to be some means. It's probably the switch and the on the TV somehow. Did you have the volume working the other night?
Yes,
When you did it?
I thought I did. Where's Brad when we need him?
I don't know.
Is he on here?
I don't know.
He's a techie person.
You gotta be under 30 to operate these things.
Mhm.
I can't even work a remote.
I don't know. I have no idea how to get. So is it hooked up the same way you had it hooked up? Just that one plug? It should be coming through the TV.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Tony.
I was wondering
Hey,
if
Jody.
So if you turn the volume on the TV, it doesn't do it.
'Cause it's up.
So it's not sourcing to its TV.
Exactly. Well, we're having more fun than the rest of them.
He's taking breaks, but orthopedic.
He is a, oh, Miss Renault. Oh, look at the face mask.
Oh my
You
God.
gotta come over here. You gotta.
Turn left onto Hobbs Road, then turn left onto Watauga Drive.
No. Turn right on Watauga.
Now you're good to go. Tell them what you said, Gigi.
Hello, everyone. I have my Rotary face mask on. Very official.
Very official.
And you're up before 7.
That's right.
Yes. That
Oh, my
was
goodness.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Actually, better. Not much.
I'm going to give us a couple more minutes and let anybody else connect. We're not quite to 30 yet. Usually we get over 30. So.
All right, so I got some volume here too. A little bit.
Morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good to see you. Coffee, you want to mess up? I hated the volume.
iPad. Hey, Gail, how are you doing this morning, dear?
There we go. We have to get the phone too. They know what that is.
Yeah.
What is that?
Gotta love the echo chamber.
Probably need to read.
How do you meet on here?
Yeah.
I got
For the crew that's there with Lisa, only like one, maybe 2 people should have their mic unmuted. Otherwise, it'll be an echo chamber from. That's not fun.
I'm going to go ahead and get us started here. So somebody's still echoing there, but Tony V is doing our invocation. If you want to go ahead and start us off, Tony.
Yeah. You know,
We have to mute, is that what you said? Y'all all need to mute except for maybe one.
all right. One of my favorite people historically is Saint Mother Teresa, and y'all have heard me use this quote often. I think that it really connects, especially with Rotary in terms of sort of our focus as an organization, so we'll just start with that. The fruit of silence is prayer. The fruit of prayer is faith. The fruit of faith is love. And the fruit of love is service. Let's stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance
To the flag
of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now the four-way test of the things we think, say, and do.
Is it the truth? Is it fair for all concerned? Will it be a friendship?
Will it be
Beneficial to all?
All concerned. Okay, so for the sake of us all hearing, I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone here. I'll ask people individually to unmute if you are due to talk. All right. Next, I'm going to call on Rick Martin to unmute and give us our birthdays and anniversaries.
Good morning, Gate City Rotary. Hope everybody is doing well. Let's see. Yes, Mr. President, we do. We've got a few things to recognize here today. First, club anniversaries. We have a few folks today. We have Steve. Steve Scott. Let's see. I think you got one on the 23rd. Remember how many? Steve? There, well, he's there.
I'm thinking 4 years.
Yes, sir. Hope we had it right. We won it. Getting them counted up there, buddy. Good job. And Miss Gigi Renault, I think you have an anniversary as well on the 23rd. And I don't know if you are unmuted or not. Do you recall what you have? Well, Gigi and Steve apparently joined around virtually the same day, 4 years as well. So they were inducted at the same time. Now, Dale Harold, I know I saw you pop in a little while ago. You've got one, and let's see, how many you got this year?
I think it's 2 years with this club and I don't know, 25 or so overall.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And we really appreciate your service. Sorry they weren't all here at Gate City, but yeah, total service to Rotary, 27 years. That's great, Steve. I mean, Dale, sorry about that. Next, we have some wedding anniversaries this week. I don't think Dr. Sears is with us, but he and Sarah are celebrating 54 years. That's a big one. So you guys happen to think about it, Dr. Tom there, a little note or a call. I know he would appreciate it. I know we all miss him at our meetings every week. Then we'll see, we've got some birthdays, and that would be Mr. Brian Kaiser. Brian, are you with us this morning? Yep. Well, Brian had one on the 17th, and one day after that, Ralph Jones. Ralph, are you? Well, we're batting 1,000 on birthdays. Ralph had a birthday on the 18th, and let's see. Then I believe that is it for this week. So that's it for right now, Guy.
Thank you, Rick.
You're welcome.
Steve has the distinction of joining and being secretary pretty much his whole career in Rotary. So that's pretty good accomplishment there, Steve. Thank you for that. Next, I'm going to call on Chris to give us an update. Chris Justice to give us an update on Stephanie. How's Stephanie doing?
Thanks, guys. Yeah, we got her home on Friday. Got her out of Columbia, and but we had to drive because the flying would not have been good for her. But drove her home on Friday, and she is home, resting and recovering for whatever that means for Stephanie. I think that means she's sold at least one house this week, and I think she got our I think she got her mother-in-law to drive her to a listing yesterday. So at any rate, it's typical Stephanie, but she's getting stronger, eating well. So we got to pack some pounds back on her.
Thank you for that, Chris. I know she's definitely in everybody's thoughts and prayers, and we're pulling for her. I did want to make one announcement to everybody about if you can tune into Lisa Simpson's feed here, this is a experimental attempt to do a hybrid Zoom meeting. So we've had a couple of board members mention it, and the goal is to maybe allow small groups to get together, however they feel comfortable, maybe do some type of modified breakfast, and it lets us get back to having some fellowship here besides, you know, the smaller board meeting and the satellite club. So thank you, Lisa, for trying it out. Looks like those guys are having fun.
Yes.
And
Hakuna Mimosa.
Apparently we still have some technical issues to work out with things like echo and stuff like that, but
Yes, we do.
It's cool that we can do this. And you know, if it takes us months to get back to regular meetings, this is a way we might be able to create a alternate plan. So next, I'm not sure if Chip will be able to do this with the echo, but I'm gonna call on you, Chip, to give us an exciting announcement about pig stock, or Dan, whichever.
Chip, have at it.
Looks like you're up, Dan.
Looks like it's me.
My assistant just got it. Okay, so there is going to be a pig stock. We understand that it's going to be on November the 7th. We've thrown down the gauntlet. We're going to have just an absolutely massive barbecue party with music and everything else at my house, probably a couple of practice cooks. I'm not sure we're going to go for a whole lot of awards, but we're going to raise a lot of money for children in Vietnam. Have I got the date right, Dan Quinn?
Absolutely, November 7th.
November the 7th, all right. So my understanding is pig stock is going to be held at several different locations. Other clubs will be doing whatever they do. And of course, we're going to be the bestest, the greatest, and the most fantastic. That's my goal anyway. So you'll hear more about this as we go along. Thank you.
Is that your phone that's the echo?
Yeah.
Okay.
So to clarify on this, the president's group got together and in our meeting, and people were requesting that we hold the fundraiser. So other clubs are interested in doing it. In thinking about it, Dan and whoever else is involved, we're thinking, hey, we can do the same thing. We can do a modified group where people are in multiple locations to keep the group smaller, not bring 1,000 people together, and just have the fundraiser still. So, you know, the coronavirus has forced us to modify what we do in lots of different ways. So this is a way we can still have the fundraiser. Same thing, still have some fellowship, all come together in a safer environment and still accomplish our goals, which is to do good things in the world. So congrats, Dan, on having the support to do it. And I'm excited about it. So today is our club assembly, so I'm not going to make many more announcements. We'll talk about the rest of the things going on in the club and the assembly. So I'll call on Buster to do our happy dollars. You there,
Happy
Buster?
dollars, baby. Woo!
Oh man, I've got a happy dollar, Buster.
All right, Chris.
So big man, Curran Justice got up at 4 o'clock this morning and drove over to FedEx for his first day at work.
Oh.
It started orientation at 5 a.m. this morning.
Oh my gosh. That's exciting. Which one?
Curran.
I mean, which FedEx?
Oh, FedEx. Yeah, he's over at he's at the Kernersville location, FedEx Grill.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
He's gonna get work. You're gonna have to pamper him when he gets home.
That's right.
That's great.
I got one, Buster.
All righty, Danny.
I'm going to jump off the meeting early this morning. We sold our first international project this week. So we're going to Italy and to Germany, and I've got a call to get on in a few minutes, so I'll be leaving early. But we're excited to be going overseas.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
How did you do that?
It's a long story, and it starts with Mike Slane, actually. So
oh my gosh.
A connection with a connection with a connection.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's very exciting. Goodness. I wonder if people in Italy lay out like they do in America.
We'll see.
If it goes sideways, that's a long trip. Robbie A. Judge Hassel, go ahead.
Yes, sir. For those of us that still get the hard copy News and Record, and even if you get the digital version, there was a great story this morning about our downtown Greenway. You know, I've been involved with that since we took it on as part of the Bicentennial Commission back before our 2008 anniversary. And at the time, we kind of joked and said, well, we're in for another 200 years worth of meetings about this. And, you know, it's been about 15 more years, but we're really starting to see some finality shaping up. And it's a great summation, not just about the artistic piece of it and the public art component, but all the hard work our friend Dabney Sanders and folks involved in this have done in contributing talent and bucks and tears and a lot of hard work and vision. And it's been a great thing to be a part of, and it'll be a greater thing for Greensboro.
Nice.
And of course,
Happy Dollar.
we've had her
I did.
at our program over the years as well, and it's been great to see it
I'm on
in
you, man.
progress along.
Oh, there you go. Speak up.
I get Happy Dollar.
All right.
Rosa is settled. It's Gail.
It's Glenn's iPhone.
Don't tell anybody.
Here
I
it
made
is.
Glenn pay for it. Go ahead.
Rosa is settled in at state. I'm not sure what else to say about that. It was quite the process, and we, like, one day at a time. It's a roller coaster of clusters over there, and so you never know. We're just like one day at a time, hoping she gets to stay now that she likes it and is used to being away from home. And Victoria has been lifeguarding this summer at Starmount, and that's been really neat. I think Hal would be really proud of her, and she didn't have to rescue anybody.
That's a happy dollar.
So that's where we're at.
Congratulations. I know that's a big transition when your oldest goes off to college.
Yes, it has been quite the transition. She still manages to need something that brings me to her, you know. So I don't know what would have happened if she really was out of state, but I'm sure glad she's only an hour and 15 minutes away.
Yeah, you're very different than my father was. He actually slowed down the car when he pushed all my stuff out on the curb. And if you need something, you better not need it too badly because you weren't ever going to see it. Oh.
Well, I figure as fast as she's adjusting, it won't be long before she stops. So I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts.
Oh yeah. Mr. Scott.
Got a happy dollar. Had another successful closing through Chris Justice office yesterday, and he and his staff did a great job for us. Very grateful.
All right, Chris. All right, Steve. Anybody else? Going once, going twice? Well, Grandpappy Lewis always used to tell me that you can never lose a homing pigeon, because if your homing pigeon doesn't come back, really what you've lost is a pigeon. So it's really very profound if you think about it. Lots of applications in life about that.
Thank you for that, Buster. Once again, great job on leading us. You know, I had this conversation with Buster one time. I said, it must be really hard coming up with good jokes every week. And he looks at me and goes, you know, real serious, dead serious. It really is. It's not that easy. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and kick off our club assembly. So David Lillard has graciously put together a PowerPoint for us. I'm going to call on or people can chime in each board seat as your name pops up. You can go ahead and give us an update. And David, if they're not here, you can just skip ahead. Steve, you have an update on attendance? Oh, it looks like Steve may not be at his computer, so I'll go ahead and talk to everybody about this. You know, throughout all of Rotary, attendance is clearly down. So attendance is a item on our district achievement awards. So it's something we definitely want to achieve. The people that are here obviously have better attendance than the people that are not. So if you know somebody who has not been attending the Zoom meetings, ask them if they can watch the video feed, ask them if they can enter some makeups. We have been calling the people that are not attending, and clearly Zoom does not do it for everybody. So our attendance is probably at its low mark in the last 30 years. So we definitely need to work on attendance. Steve's been sending out those announcements. So, you know, make sure you're reading those emails. And if you're not at 100%, do a makeup. Log in and watch it on YouTube or something like that to help us get our attendance up. I filled in for you, Steve. Next. I don't see Chris on either, so I'll go ahead and take this one too. So we have sent out 7-day letters on 2 new members for the Satellite Club. We've gone through that process, so we'll be initiating them into the Satellite Club. Satellite Club is up to 14 or 15 members now, which is great. Unfortunately for our club, all of the growth has been through the Satellite Club. We haven't had any new members brought into our regular club. We've lost 3 members starting July 1st. So we're in need of some recruiting for the regular club. Now, I know it's not easy, but we can recruit for the regular club through the Satellite Club. So that's an option to bring people. Obviously, people can watch the Zoom meetings. And if you know somebody that is interested, I have the feeling we'll get back to regular meetings at some point. And then before the year's over, you know, we'll just have to work twice as hard to make up for attrition. I've set a goal of having us be +1 in the regular club and multiple people on the Satellite Club. Chris did tell me he's on, but he can't unmute his phone. So we're just make sure everybody's still focused on this. I know we've put a lot of things aside with the coronavirus, but it's something if we don't get this going, we'll be behind the 8 ball by the end of the year, and we won't achieve our goals on that either. So, all right, David, next. Lisa or Tom?
Lisa, are you going to talk?
Yeah.
Well, we haven't sent out the $300 invoices yet, but we have some money that people have sponsored online through Eventbrite, and then some people have donated checks. Some people have just left their sponsorships in there, so we're doing pretty well. Not any expenses, so it's going pretty good. And then we're planning this late fall fundraiser that I'll let Lisa and Donnell talk about if she's on here yet.
I don't think Danielle's plugged in this morning. I talked to her yesterday, but we are planning a scavenger hunt, and we will open it up to other clubs, and it will be a fundraiser. This is something that the hospital does, and we're piggybacking on their program and their contact, and have gotten a really great price to do this, and it will be all done by mobile phones. So you could choose to do it with your spouse or your pod family or a small group of folks. So look for more information on that. It probably will be sometime in October. And then we have already reserved Star Mount for the Derby Day in May of 2021. So let's, I'll keep our fingers crossed that we can gather in May of 2021. If not, we'll be, we'll come up with plan B. But I know that you all have, well, actually, I've been talking about fundraiser for 6 months. So the fundraiser that should have happened in May of this year, we will end on the 31st of this month, and we will be drawing virtually, and maybe in a environment like this, in a group, we'll get someone to draw the raffle prizes. So thanks for all the support. We've all had to be a little flexible, and appreciate your patience. That's it. Thank you.
Lisa, you've done a great job on that too. Thank you. You know, Lisa's basically been the fundraiser chair for 15, 16 months, and she's even doing another alternate fundraiser to help boost our revenue generation and make sure we can do our grants or whatever. So thank you for that, Lisa. Judy?
Thank you. Obviously, with school not in session, well, it's in session, but remotely for the first 9 weeks, I can't get into Page High School. I have no contacts over there. So I'm just kind of sitting back and watching what's going on. Hopefully to get our points for platinum level, we're looking at maybe hosting a child or a student for the 2021-22 year. If you're interested in hosting a child, please let me know, and we can start working on that as soon as things open up. I did talk to Karen Morris yesterday about the 4-way test, which is generally in February. She said that GTCC, nothing's opened over there, so her hands are tied. I kind of suggested maybe a Zoom competition. The students can just go ahead and Zoom in and do their 4-way test. So she's working on several different things. Her worry is that this is probably the last thing on students' minds right now is a 4-way test, but my hands are tied. We're just kind of waiting to see what's going on.
Yeah, and Guy, if I can jump in there, just because Judy mentioned the the points factor for Platinum Club, Tommy recognizes that there's going to have to be some flexibility, so you may see some of the point totals adjusted or other metrics put in place before the end of the Rotary year. I mean, because clearly if it's an impossibility, clubs are not going to be expected to hit these particular bullets.
Thank you, Chris. That's good news.
Yeah. And Chris, personally, I feel like we can do it even with the coronavirus. This group's such a great group, but I understand that. And, we're going to work with what we have and do the best job we can. And if we get there with the existing parameters, then, that's just how good this group is. So we'll see.
And on exchange, at least from what I'm hearing, exchange for 2021 is not going to happen.
Right.
Unless something dramatic changes. 4-way test, speech contest is still on the table. I think everybody is hoping, to be able to have a live event. But Judy's absolutely right. I mean, it's not something that can be marketed or, recruited for right now with the students being out for at least the first semester. And I mean, I think, first quarter, I think all indications are that, schools probably won't go back until, at least second semester.
Yeah, well, our discussion was to potentially have this kick off in a year from now. So using this year to plan for it for the 21-22 school year. And, just because there isn't a whole lot else we can do, that would be our focus. And, worst case scenario, I'm sure we can use alternate families, or I've even made the offer that I may host one the whole time. So I think it's a good thing to do, and I would like to do it. So we'll see how it works.
Thanks, all.
Morning, everybody.
Matthew.
We've got It's pretty much basic stuff. You know, it's kind of what we do every year. We're going to try to get another street clean in this quarter. Project Rebuild is tentatively going to be the first weekend in October. And I spoke with Gene about that, and that's kind of what we're planning as at the moment. Things could change, but, you know, if you don't plan, then it won't happen to begin with. So we're on that. Again, bell ringing in December, and I've got a new project coming up in February that we're teaming up with another organization, a nonprofit, with the help of Kelly Harrell. And I'm excited about it. It's something I just happened to notice while driving around town, and I think it make a big difference. And we'll get into more detail on that once I get some things ironed out, because I don't want to prop everybody up and have it fall down. But that's all I got for now.
Thank you, Matthew.
You're welcome.
Dale, do you have any update for us on treasurer? I'm going to guess Dale does not have an update for us on that. So
Just a second. Just a second.
Hold on.
Hey, I'm here. Could get my phone unmuted, so I'm using somebody's phone. But anyway, as you know, we're only billing you $85 a quarter right now for dues for the club and for Paul Harris Fellow, which I guess will extend through the end of September. And then we'll see what happens as far as billing you for the meals once we get started again. And then the only other thing that, you know, is coming up is the $300. Either let Lisa know that you're going to sell the tickets or send the money in, and then we'll bill you for the rest. I think she's going to handle that and let me know what to do. But that's all I have right now. Just keep sending money in.
thank you, Dale. And I looked at the report for the club, and we're doing well. So
Yeah.
Tom did a great job getting it set up. We just need to keep paying our dues.
Right. Yeah. How do you unmute this? No.
I don't see that Charlotte is on. I'll give an update for the satellite club. So the next satellite club meeting is at Cafe Pasta. It is next Monday. If anybody would like to attend, you know, there are cocktails and then typically some hors d'oeuvres, and we're trying to keep their meeting right there at an hour, but it is a way to meet some of these people and get to know them.
Charlotte is on there. Charlotte's on her phone. She doesn't have video.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Go ahead, Charlotte.
No, you're doing a great job, guys. We're still trying to line up a speaker, but I believe that we are going to do the induction in September. Was that still the plan?
Our goal is to do it at, I think it's the 17th. Let me look at the calendar here.
I think it's the 14th, guys.
14th,
Monday.
sorry.
Monday the 14th.
Yeah, Monday the 14th. Yeah, I have two meetings in my brain, so I have to sort between them.
Yeah,
so
ours,
September 14th.
17th, and the swearing in, I've got it on my calendar for the 14th. Looking forward to it.
Okay, perfect. We're excited.
If I can unmute for 1 second, also on that night at the Satellite Club, we have a guest speaker. Chief David James of the Greensboro City Police Department will be live speaking to us that night. He's very excited. So I know it's a little crowded, but after it took 3 weeks to get him, I hated to reschedule when we found out we were doing the initiations too. Anyway, hopefully we'll make it all work out. We're not always on the 1 hour time frame anyway. Thank you.
Thank you, Chip, for arranging that as well.
Good morning, everybody. Just a few updates on public image. We're going to begin introducing some of the new members, especially, we got 15 Satellite Club members to introduce, so you're going to start seeing some of their faces and a little bit of bio on them on social media starting this week. I am looking for somebody to help out with keeping up with social media. If that's something that you enjoy. As a marketing guy, I don't like social media, so if anyone does enjoy it, I'd love to have you join me and we can work out a plan that'll work. Wondering if anyone has any pictures of the blood drive. It'd be great to include those in some of our posts, as well as just to get those out there for anyone who wasn't able to participate. And finally, I promise you, you are getting all the recordings that I have. It's not that I'm withholding meeting videos from you. We've had some technical issues with Zoom, but we seem to have worked those out. And so hopefully you'll get more regular video updates moving forward.
All right. Thank you, David.
Well, good morning,
Mike.
everyone. As you know, I love to talk about the foundation, our Rotary Foundation, and of course, our motto is doing good in the world. And I will say that it's very obvious that the Gate City Club does just that. So I'm so proud of our support over the years for our Rotary Foundation. Our goals for the year is to maintain our 100% Paul Harris Fellow status. And that's pretty much a no-brainer. Actually, the new 12 members of the Satellite Club are already, I have the paperwork for them as Paul Harris Fellows. We just haven't presented them yet. In addition, we're a 100% sustaining club, and that means that everyone gives $100 to the annual fund. And last year, our contributions to the annual fund was over $27,000. Now think about that. That is a per capita or per member amount of $390, and the district average was $199. So we were almost double the district per member giving to the annual fund. And when you think about giving to the annual fund, 50% of those dollars come back to us after 3 years, and we're able to use them. We normally use them in our community or with children of Vietnam. Project Rebuild is, we also combine with other clubs in terms of area of different projects that we do. So thank you so much for the support of our annual fund. In addition, we'd like to add one new Bequest Society member, and that would be an individual that would be willing to set aside $10,000 in their estate plan once they leave this good earth. In addition, we want to add 3 new Paul Harris Society members, and here again, that is another reason that our giving to the annual fund is so good, is that we have, I believe, 8 members now that pledge to give $1,000 a year to our Rotary Foundation, and that is simply $85 a month if you want to do it on a per month basis, and it's an automatic thing through Rotary. The next one is the foundation banquet, a minimum of 12. My understanding is that that probably won't happen in November, if at all, this Rotary year. And so those points associated with that, just like Chris said, may not be obtainable at all anyway. So thank you for your support from the foundation. In terms of polio, as David mentioned, I'm also looking for someone who would be willing to be the champion for polio. And as you know, it is Rotary's top humanitarian goal. And we're not going to stop until we have the final 2 countries, Afghanistan and Pakistan, have no cases. We have started immunizations there since the virus, so that's a good thing. But the goals for the year is to have 60% of our members who would make a Polio Plus promise. This is a new program that started by our immediate past district governor, Randy Perkins, and he's just asking everyone to commit $100 a year until polio is eradicated. And of course, this is one of those things that circumstances don't allow you to do that every year. That's totally understandable as well. we'd love to have a minimum of $100 per member. Last year, our per member amount was $81. We gave almost $5,700 for polio. We were number 3 in the district in terms of our giving to polio. And we were also, I failed to mention this, number 3 in the district in terms of our giving to the annual fund. So you can see why I'm so proud of the Gate City Rotarians, and thank you so much for all the wonderful good that you do, not only in our community, but in the world. And then finally, we typically have the world's greatest meal. It's been the practice cooks that we do for pig stock, and there we get quite a few contributions for polio as well. So that's my report for this club assembly.
Mike, Chip Person here. We will have a world's greatest meal, and it will be part of the practice cooks for pig stock and its new thing. I don't know how many people will come, but we'll do it at my house, and it will go on.
Well, we always do well with those. So thanks so much.
All right, sorry, I was muted. Thank you, Mike and Chip. So this is kind of the last slide on our club assembly.
Can I ask a question of Mike, please? Sorry to interrupt you, Guy. I couldn't get unmuted. Mike, are we still a Triple Crown club?
No, we are not. And in that I guess last year was probably the first year. What has happened is Rotary has made it too onerous on us in terms of adding benefactors. We had a letter of intent that actually was drawn up by an attorney that we had been using, that people didn't have to go out and have a codicil or either have to change their will. And so they now do not accept the letter of intent. And I pushed back on them year before last, and they reneged on that particular year, but they said, this is the last year we're going to do that. And so I have been having a discussion, and I think Chris, he can chime in if he wishes, but my goal would be going forward that maybe there needs to be a third leg change in terms of becoming a Triple Crown club. And it may have to do with polio. I don't know. It could be most anything, but we are not a Triple Crown club, and that is the reason why.
Well, I'll be. So, okay. Well, thank you.
And that is absolutely correct as far as that third prong. It's something that we are looking at as a district. I don't get the sense that Triple Crown's going to change much this year, but it will change next year. Triple Crown is a district construct. It's something to try to help motivate clubs, and it's something that a lot of clubs are really, really proud of. Some of the smaller clubs especially have maintained Triple Crown status for years. And I think the sense has been that changing one of the prongs would upset some of those clubs that have maintained it for so many years. But as Mike pointed out, it's a near impossibility to meet that third prong, to the satisfaction of Rotary International. So, we will be looking to change that.
Thanks for that input.
All right, thank you. I know we'll probably have somebody in the district next year that might have an agenda to change it, so that probably will change. Anyway, the last announcement is the district golf tournament. So as far as I know, nobody has approached me saying that they want to have a team. It'd be great if Gate City could have a team for that. We're getting close to the deadline. I think it's about 3 weeks now before the deadline to sign up for it. So if anybody has an interest, there isn't a lot to do for entertainment these days indoors. So this is a great way to have some entertainment outdoors. If anybody is interested in playing, I'm not a very good golfer, but I would join a team if they need an extra person. So it's $90 a person.
Hey, Guy. This is Kim Dane, and Lisa Simpson and Ralph Jones and Brian Dane have signed up as a team, and we will be playing.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Sorry, we filled our roster. We sent in our money.
Excellent.
Okay.
Well, just like Gate City Rotary, somebody steps up. So good job on that. So apparently we have a team in the district golf tournament. So if anybody else is interested, the deadline is September 10th. It's $90 a person at Carolina Trace, which is a very nice country club. So one last quick announcement before we'll wrap up our meeting, or I'll open the floor. Does anybody have any announcements they'd like to make? All right. So the last announcement is make sure you give Steve Scott your attendance if you've signed in with the cell phone. Message him or send him an email so he can take good attendance. Like I said earlier, our attendance is a bit down, understandably. So
we had an announcement. We couldn't find the unmute button.
okay, go ahead.
This is Lisa. If you are comfortable, I am hosting or inviting you to come and have a cocktail after 5 tomorrow after work. It looks like it'll be cloudy and no rain about that after 5. So we will sit outside in social distancing. So come have a drink by email.
Thank you. So, and that's the last part with attendance. If people get together in small groups, that is a makeup, right? So that's what our 505s were. That's what we've always done to kind of fill the gaps in attendance. So if I didn't have 500% attendance already, I would have quite a few makeups hanging out with some of you guys. So it's one of those things you can do to help bolster attendance for the whole club, which we all benefit in our district if we do that. All right, well, we're finished a little bit early, so I'm gonna leave the meeting open. If people want to talk or chat or whatever, feel free. Everybody have a great week. I do want to make one last announcement. It looks like the number of new reported cases nationally is continuing to decline. So hopefully when we get to September, our governor will move us to phase 3, which means we ought to be able to come up with some way to meet in person. And I'm hoping maybe by early October. So I personally believe there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And I have to say, I'm really proud of this group for maintaining contact and doing the right thing to make sure we keep our club vital. So everybody have a great week.
My internet was going out, Lisa, when you were speaking. Where is that? Little happy hour tomorrow after work?
1313 McDowell Drive. She's going to send it out via email.
Thank you very much.
Miss all of you guys. Looking forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you, Steve.
We're going to work on our volume. So we don't echo. Okay. So does anybody know what to do here? Are you in mute yet? We're not.
I was muted. You have to have only one mic in the room.
Yeah.
We understand, Tony. I can't get the volume through my TV is what we're trying to figure out.
Gotcha. Y'all be well.
Charlotte, can you hang on there and talk to us until we get our volume?
Sure thing.
Here.
I'm on. Lisa, can you hear me? Hello? You guys see me okay?
There she is. We're trying to get it through.
I've had some issues, technical issues.
Hey.
Howdy.
You're a techie person. I was hoping you would be here to fix my technical issues.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not real techno. Believe me, I can barely get on these Zoom calls. It's a mess. My iPad was dead, so I had to use
this
my
little
cell
person
phone.
thing black?
Don't you?
Yeah, I think it's your computer.
You keep saying press Alt A to unmute.
Yeah, I think it's not.
It's not the mute.
It's not putting out the.
It's the volume.
Yeah, it's not putting out the signal to the TV. Is what's going on.
Oh.
There's
there
Gail.
you.
Oh, there's Gail.
I wondered why that was off. I just found that button. Did you wake up late?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I got stopped by some old folks at Starbucks and
You
then
what?
got back late to try to get on and had technical issues. And I'm just like, my iPad was dead. So I'm on my cell phone. I look like an idiot.
You should have been here. Where do you live?
Oh, in Latham Park.
Love your shirt. Where?
Latham Park.
I'm gonna rush to it.
Oh.
Talk to you later.
Near down as you go down the hill to go towards Moses Gump. You know, where Wendover and
Yeah, you're close. You could have been here.
sorry. I know I miss you guys.
Did you
so
say it's
much.
early?
No, I said sorry. Sad face.
That's okay. All right.
Hang on there. We're working on this.
Yeah, that dress is so cute.
It is very comfortable. It was hard.
Lisa, I have a
Charlotte.
question.
Hey, Charlotte.
Hey, Miss Kim. Hey, darling.
Hey.
I wanted to get the link for the fundraiser for tickets. I know it's still not too late to do that.
I'll send it. I'm sorry, I'll send it.
You may have.
Yeah, I
At the
would send it
meeting
to
on
everybody.
Monday, we're going to get into, we're going to get everybody into DAC database, DAC DB. I'm going to bring an iPad that's charged and a laptop, at least one laptop and an iPad to help
That's a
all
good
the
idea.
satellite people get their DAC DB set up.
Huh.
I haven't done so.
That's a good idea.
Monday. We have our meeting Monday, right, Charlotte?
Yes. No.
I would enjoy it. They're fun. I like them. You should come sometime.
Well, the one thing
I would, yeah. I'd like to come. I just haven't been able to work that out. Well, I mean, just this week. We did last night, this morning, and then tomorrow night. So, are you coming tomorrow night?
I will be there. I'm not sure how long I can stay, but I will definitely be there.
What's on your agenda?
Well, my son, but it's all good.
Well, good for you. It's okay.
I have them on my phone. I got.
It's all right.
Zoom, but I couldn't see it.
How's it coming?
Couldn't see everybody. All right.
Well, we checked all the settings. I'll ask somebody at work.
Yeah, good idea.
Well,
Young
just
techie.
gotta come by.
I do not look like the Hollywood star I used to on TV.
Stop it.
That's hard to see yourself on that big screen. Woo!
To my laptop.
I know.
So you sling
Work
it from
on
your
mine.
laptop to your TV, Lisa?
Yes.
The smart TV?
Yes.
Oh,
Lisa's
Lord.
almost smart. Oh, look,
Bless
it's
your
like
heart.
So
I'm horrible with
But
it.
I can't get the bottom to go through the laptop through the TV.
Oh.
We
Need some
checked
sort of
all the
audio
settings.
cable. I don't know.
And I wonder if
It should be.
I am doing very.
It should be just a button on. Right? Shouldn't it just be a? I'm sure you clicked on that. You clicked on that.
Yeah, it may be a setting. Yeah.
Oh my God, I see my face on your TV. That's scary. Oh Lordy, I would have put on more makeup.
Feedback. Audio.
There's my kitchen.
Huh? What?
That was my dream kitchen in the background just a minute ago.
Oh, Lisa's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Microphone.
Love it.
Pretty spiffy. Her whole house is though.
I know.
Have you been here?
That's a
computer.
You know what?
I want to come and be Lisa's live-in maid.
I know. I want to live in the fluffy room. I call it the fluffy room, whatever that is around the other side of this wall.
That's all we have to do.
What was it?
Everybody use their
Sounds like the.
That's it. That's it.
Is it working?
We got
Had to go. Now you guys disappeared. That's weird. Nope. Lost volume. Can you guys still hear me?
Can you hear us now?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear everybody. Yes.
Right,
Just
say-
can't see anybody. There you are. Woohoo.
Okay.
But you still have your iPhone.
Can you
Somebody
talk?
take a drink of a mimosa for me.
Okay, so we just figured it
I
out.
lost my glass.
Oh.
So I had to change the speaker. Had to change the speaker.
Try leaving.
In Zoom.
And see if it's
Ah.
Leave that and see what happens.
Did you figure that out?
I'm out.
All by yourself. There you
Yeah,
go.
so it's working.
Now talk, Charlotte.
Hello.
Good. All right. It does work.
It works.
We get my Starbucks and we'll do a toast. Hang on a second.
Exactly. Let's do
Hold on.
it.
Hold
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have it.
Hold on. Everybody needs something.
Wow. If only we could, if I could sort it out.
I know.
Well, I was afraid that we disconnect. That's cool.
Woo.
We're talking about how people should be entertained.
I know. From here. He's the
Somebody's awake.
All right.
I'm always awake. It's very annoying for most people.
I think it's awesome.
Try being on a vacation with me in the morning. I'm like, what? Are you up yet? Are you up yet?
Let's roll. It's 5 a.m. Let's go walk the beach.
And then at night, I'm like, you're not tired now, are you? And then midday, I'm like, what are we going to do now? Yeah. I'm not for everybody. It's my technique.
Ready for a toast?
Come on in, Lisa. Come on in, Lisa.
Get in here, Lisa, and then take a picture. And you get in.
That's it. There we go.
Cheers. Tink.
I did it multitasking.
We're just awesome people.
That is so cute. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bottoms up.
Don't spill your,
Mm.
Lisa, you should put the phone up there and get it to take.
Well, I could.
Everybody. It just, things start to feel like they're playing at a certain age or something.
Probably have to tilt forward to be able to see.
Yeah, I need to
Yeah.
put behind it.
Who is in the blue beside of Chip? I can't see well.
Bill Barlow.
Oh, hi.
Hey, there we go.
It's
All right.
Flash.
I didn't see the time counting down.
Yeah, that's been at least 10 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't hear you. So Charlotte, you got up and went to Starbucks this morning?
Yeah, there's an old crew that's there. I hate to say old, but they are very chronologically seasoned. I'll just word it like that. And sometimes they hold people hostage talking. So yeah.
There we go. The one in Belleville. I haven't been to that one in the morning in a long time.
That works, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yay! Yeah, it worked. Look cloudy. Let's do it again. Okay. You gotta send these. Was the other one on your phone?
I don't know. If it is, I'll send it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll send it.
Come on. That will get everybody.
There you go. Yeah,
Oh,
hurry.
you better hurry.
Up. All right, one more.
There you go.
Come on.
It's the photo session, Charlotte. The glamour shot.
Ooh, I know. I'm in my favorite dress today and didn't even get to wear it. Sad face.
Here it goes.
I'll save it and wear it tomorrow.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Let's see that dress, Charlotte.
Let's see the dress.
Very pretty.
My blue, it's got a little bow in the front. Very sassy.
Super D. Cool.
All
Okay.
right.
I got an appointment.
Have a great day. Wish you had joined us over here.
Goodbye, everybody. Love you.
Just remember history.
Just half a heart and then the other half of the heart.
Here's the Toodles.
Toodles.
All right.
Bye, y'all.
One day.
Bye.
All right, Kim.
Bye. We'll come back to you.
Yeah.
I will see you guys tomorrow.
Yes.
Bye, Charlotte.
Bye,
Bye
Charlotte.
bye. See you guys. Have a great day.
Bye, Lisa. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
You out? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I know. I'm going straight home to water stuff.
Good.
District land audit.
Hey, finished in an hour.
Yeah, we just got all the stuff from the grant, so that's what we're going to do today. Try to finish it. See you guys tomorrow. Bye. Thank you.
Where's the great idea?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's gotten divorced.
Yeah, we can do it.
And,
Yeah, we just have to do a sweat or anything. Yeah, not for me.
Well, she got a new job. She's got a new job. She's a CPA and an investment person for a little while. And then she became just a CPA and then started working. She did the books on some private investment company. And they hired her to run the show. And now she travels for them. So.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Yeah. So, but you know, she only shows pictures of her and a certain group of other girls. So